Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be taking on Boss Rush today in Dokkan Battle. We've only got one more day left, man. We've got one more day left, and we've got the Year 6 banners dropping probably tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to be good. We can start rolling out summon videos. We can do our first set of summoning videos on the channel. We're running reps of Universe 7. I mean, it only fits right, doesn't it? It only fits, especially with, you know, the celebration being all about Universe 7 essentially. And you know, we've got EZAs along the way coming for the, you know, the Int UI Goku, which becomes one of the best EZAs in the game. We've also got the EZAs for the LR Goku and Frieza, which is also one of the best EZAs in the game. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it fits. Why not run a reps team? Why not run a reps team? But yeah, I actually didn't know who was in this. Like, I guess didn't really pay attention to it, so it can kind of be fresh in a sense for this video. I know Vegeta and Cell and Cooler are three of the enemies. That doesn't really make sense in terms of not paying attention, but that's what I saw coming into the event. Vegeta, Cooler, and Cell. I'm not sure who the other two are. I just know them three are the enemies in this, but yeah, I don't really have anything to discuss. Like, this isn't a video where we're showcasing anyone or going through a new team or a new unit. We're just essentially here to do this. So I mean, we're just gonna waffle with each other. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna waffle to you. Maybe we can start some discussions in the comments. So that's what this video is gonna be. So I mean, if this isn't for you, then feel free to click off. That's 100% fine. But I'm just gonna waffle. We're gonna talk about things, maybe start some discussions and some open dialogue, if you will, in the comments. And yeah, because I mean, there's nothing really special about this apart from me completing the new boss rush, which I said, I don't really know what the enemies are apart from Cooler and Cell, and of course Vegeta, who I saw on the way in. So we're just gonna have this time to chat, I guess. To chat. Well, I'm gonna chat. You're gonna listen if you're gonna watch this, and hopefully we can get some responses in the comments. And I'm gonna start with the main one, which is I'm gonna ask you, who are you summoning for? Who are you summoning for tomorrow? Who do you want to pull more? Do you want to pull the Goku, or do you want to pull the Vegeta? Which unit are you pursuing more, the LRUI Goku or the LRSSB Vegeta? Let me know down in the comments who you're trying to pull for more. Me personally, of course, I want Vegeta because I'm a Vegeta fanboy, but I do definitely want both, and I think a lot of people want both in general. I think it's as obvious that it's so obvious and simple as that. Everyone wants both, but I want Vegeta because I'm a Vegeta fanboy. But I do really want the Goku as well, because if he is one of, if not the best unit in this game. So yeah, I'm hoping I can walk away with both. Like, you know, I think it would actually really hurt me if I managed to pull like Goku, for example, which, don't get me wrong, I'll be very happy about that, because I said he is, if not one of the, you know, best units in the entire game. It would hurt me not walking away with Vegeta as well. And if I pulled Vegeta, I'd be happy with that as well, but it would still hurt me because then I'm missing one of the best units in the entire game. So it's a catch-22. I do really want to walk away with both, but Vegeta edges it slightly because, of course, I'm a Vegeta fanboy. But do let me know down in the comments who you are going to be pulling for and who you want more. Do you want the LRUI Goku or the LRSSB Vegeta? And yeah, I mean, already I've kind of run out of things to talk about. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna have to waffle. We're gonna have to waffle. Things will pop into my head. Things will pop into my head while we do this. Oh, I mean, if you can dodge all of that, we've got some decent damage going into the next stage of this. I mean, hopefully you can dodge. Normally you don't like dodging for me, so I'm hoping you dodge for me now, UI Goku. There's one. There's two. He's missed one. Out of the three, you dodged twice. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. That is not bad at all. Yeah, recently as well, I do have to say this, the support on the channel recently has it's been very nice. I mean, especially for a newly, I've had the channel for 2 weeks, and you know, while we haven't blown up, obviously, it's still done really well for, like, I guess the early stages of a channel, if you will, which obviously I'm happy about. So yeah, I mean, and that's all down to you lot. So thank you so much for the support on the channel. It's very much appreciated. This channel is kind of like a passion project for me, and I don't like to use that word because I do have a main channel, and that's not. It's not a passion project, if that makes sense. Like, I don't do it just to do it, and it's not you know, it wasn't. I didn't start it just to be like, oh, let me make YouTube videos. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a passion project, but this one's like, I don't know. I guess I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of, it's almost like this is more of a passion project, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but I really don't know how to explain it. I guess the best way I can do it is kind of explain the situation. And if you don't play FIFA, then you won't know the situation, or you might have noticed it. But we're gonna take you on a little story time. So my two main interests, I mean, if you haven't realised, there's two YouTube channels on them, are football and anime, essentially. And for someone who likes anime, you should probably watch a bit more and watch a few more animes, because the list isn't that long for me, but I am watching more. I'm getting through a lot more, and I'm being cultured, don't worry. I have a friend, and he's never steered me wrong with anime suggestions, so, I mean, he knows who he is. He's probably watching this. He's one of my avid supporters for doing YouTube videos. He's literally one of the reasons as to why I do YouTube videos. It's because of him. So, and funny enough, he's actually one of my closest friends. We've been friends for 17 years. Can you believe that? But yeah, he gives me anime suggestions. Sometimes he says I should watch more of them, and that I'm too slow, which I probably am. That's just me though. But I will eventually get around to more of them. Don't worry. If you're watching this, which I probably know you are, don't worry. I will eventually watch all the suggestions you give me. I promise you. Just it might not be that quickly, so just bear with me. But yeah, I should probably watch some more animes. But yeah, essentially the situation is, if you don't know what it is, but yeah, as I said, my two main interests, football and anime. And situation with FIFA, if you don't know what it is FIFA's in a bad way. FIFA's gameplay is terrible. Like, it's bad. Like, bad. Like, it's really bad. For someone who, you know, really likes football, which this is kind of the scenario for a lot of people who play FIFA. For someone who really loves football, there's not many options when it comes to football games. So you literally have two of the biggest ones are FIFA and PES. PES, like, there's always going to be people who swear by FIFA, even though it's bad, and people who swear by PES, and you know, whether they think the game's good, neither here nor there, because I don't really play PES at all. Personally, I hate PES. Like, I've played both, and I hate PES. I generally think the gameplay is bad. Like, funny enough, I know the FIFA gameplay is bad, but like, I think it's better than PES. PES is bad to me in the sense that I won't even play the game over FIFA. Like, I hate it that much. So there's that. So there's not really many choices in football games. There's two. You either it's almost like you either like one or the other. There's no in between, essentially, and you stick with one. So mine's FIFA. Unfortunately, FIFA to me is better than PES. But that's a discussion for another day. I prefer FIFA over PES, and the gameplay is bad. I like it. It's a mess. There's a lot of RNG involved, funny enough, in football gameplay, which there shouldn't be, because, you know, it's essentially about who's better, you would assume, at the end of the day. But yeah, FIFA's gameplay is bad. It's not fun. I mean, it's toxic. The simple thing is, which a lot of people would say, is, well, why don't you just not play it? And as easy and simple as that sounds, it's easier said than done. I think a lot of you would understand. It's easier said than done, right? Especially with there only being two football games for you to play. There's also Football Manager, which I do play, but it's a different style of game to FIFA. Like, FIFA and PES you actually play, whereas Football Manager you just do like the managerial things, and it's essentially like a menu game. Like, you know, you watch, which, don't get me wrong, it's fun and you can get heavily invested in your own right, but it's not the same as playing FIFA or PES, like where you actually play with the players. But yeah, so there's that. So the gameplay's bad, you know, and each year I've kind of stopped playing quicker and quicker. Like this year, I stopped playing after a month. Like, literally, that's the quickest I've ever stopped playing. I stopped playing after a month. I've played here and there throughout the year with like friends and that, but I stopped playing after a year because I hated the way this game played compared to previous years. So yeah, I stopped playing incredibly quickly, which means on the main channel there was a kind of lack of content here and there. I mean, of course, because I mean, the main game I play, I'm literally not playing, you know, that year. You know, I did other things, like I played Football Manager, and also here and there I've done actual like stuff on real world football, like actual videos on football. But I've started doing that recently, which I find quite fun. And again, I did like the main channel isn't. It's not that it's not a passion project, but I just, you know, with the game being bad and me not liking it and me not wanting to force myself to play it, which I mean, you know, fair play to those who do put themselves through playing it, whether you get paid on YouTube or not, because it's a bad game. Yeah, I personally won't do that. Like, I'm a person where if I don't like something and I want to do something, I'm probably not going to do it unless I absolutely have to, which in this case, I don't have to. Like, unless I really want my channel to grow, then yes, you could say I would put myself through it and make sure I play the game, but I'm not going to force myself to play a game that I really do not like, do not enjoy. So yeah, it's as simple as that. So there's been no FIFA on the channel. There hasn't been much content throughout the year, with there being a lack of FIFA, obviously, because that is obviously the main source of content, if you will. And I should have gave those to Goku and Vegeta. I'm really not paying much attention. I mean, it's fine, we're going to get their 18 off anyway, but I should really give them to them. But yeah, there was a lack of content, and as I said, it's not that the main channel is not a passion project, but what's been so refreshing is that with Dokkan and currently My Hero, The Strongest Hero, I kind of have a lot more freedom to upload what I want, if that makes sense. Like, with FIFA videos, with the gameplay being so bad, and people not really enjoying the gameplay, which actually translates through, there we go, to the videos, is that, and you even see it on streams where viewers dip off because of this. And it's the fact that people don't like the gameplay so much, even while they're watching, is that you'll know, you can literally see on streams, even some of the biggest streamers, they'll be streaming FIFA. As soon as they stop doing like menu content or menu grinding and opening packs, which is obviously a huge thing on FIFA, kind of like summoning videos on Dokkan, is that viewers will stop watching or click off or stop watching videos, stop watching streams, because they don't enjoy watching the gameplay. And I mean, that's no surprise, because they don't also like playing the game. So there's that. And you don't really have the freedom to do a lot of stuff. Like, for people to kind of watch or be engaged, should I say, more so, in FIFA content, you kind of have to do stuff that's incredibly original. And unfortunately, with FIFA being quite overly saturated in terms of, you know, the amount of people doing it, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it does make it a struggle and a bit more of a challenge to kind of, you know, get people to engage in your content and also stick around, which I mean, that's the YouTube game anyway, but, you know, there's a lot of people doing FIFA videos, like a lot of people. And, yeah, there's not a lot of stuff you can do that's completely original, if that makes sense. And, you know, in terms of the freedom that I was talking about in terms of what you upload, I said you don't completely have that with FIFA, especially with people kicking off gameplay a lot. So, you know, it kind of makes it hard to do content, whereas, for example, on Dokkan, while, for example, maybe I should start paying attention to what's going on, because he super attacked me again, and I'm below half health. So if you can calm down on the super attacks, that I would really appreciate that. Go on, like, what have I ever done to you? Like, I'm just trying to have a chat with whoever watches this video, and you're being an op right now by almost killing me. So if you could stop, that'd be great. But yeah, with this channel, when it comes to Dokkan and My Hero content, Freezer getting that seal off, by the way. There's more freedom, and as I was saying, while there isn't, sorry, not while there isn't, while it may not, like, for example, I could do, I don't know, a full Vegeta team, literally just for the pure fun of it, because I'm a Vegeta fanboy. I could do a full Vegeta team. I haven't seen this active in so long, so I'm gonna pop it. I have not seen this active in so long, because I don't use this unit that often, because without dupes, it's not that great. I haven't seen this so long. Ooh, 2.9. 2.9. Damn. Now I want more dupes in SSBK more than I did before. That damage was nice. Really nice. Yeah, what was I? If I just done a full Vegeta team, like, not Vegeta family, literally a full team of Vegetas, which I actually done on my main channel, because I actually done Dokkan channel briefly on my channel about 2 years. I don't know why I popped their active. I really don't get why I popped their active. That was so dumb of me. But yeah, I done Dokkan content on my main channel 2 years ago when FIFA was kind of done for the year. But yeah, you know, I could do a full Vegeta team, you know, a full Vegeta team video like tomorrow. While it probably won't do as good as other videos, like stuff on current things like year 6 or news videos or summon videos or something, it would still get like a decent engagement. You know, it wouldn't do as good as like other, you know, videos. I said like stuff on, for example, at this point year 6 and covering that stuff, or summon videos, but it would still somewhat, you know, engage people, still do somewhat decent, just not as good as other videos, which makes sense. And you know, whereas FIFA, you can't really do that unless you're doing something completely original that engages people. And as I said, with people not enjoying the gameplay and not watching videos and even streams when it comes to people playing the game, which is I find incredibly ironic, but it makes sense. You know, it means people, you know, I can't really, I don't know what to use for an example, but I can't do something, you know, completely, not completely different, but a little bit different, to the sense where, oh, you know, let me use this team, for example, in a game of FIFA. People, you know, barely anyone would probably watch it. Like, yes, for example, the Vegeta team would probably do a little bit less in terms of views on the channel compared to other videos, but it'd still get a decent engagement, I reckon. Whereas on FIFA, if I went, let me do a Chelsea team, because I support Chelsea, people, it would do less, obviously, like the Vegeta video, but it wouldn't get that much engagement at all, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's not a lot of freedom when it comes to content on FIFA, so you have to solely rely on, I mean, not only something happening in a video where the video may bang, but also in general yourself, which I mean, people also probably want to watch your videos for you anyway. But it's just difficult to kind of stand out, especially with so many people doing FIFA content, and then, you know, people not wanting to watch gameplay because they don't enjoy it, which is fair enough, and etc, etc. It just makes it more difficult. And the reason why this has become a bit more of a passion project for me, even though the main channel is like, it's not a passion project, even though it's become a bit more, it's because I just kind of have more freedom to do what I want. If that makes sense. As I said, I could do a full Vegeta video or a full Vegeta team video, and while it may not do as good as other videos, it would still get a decent engagement. And you know, there'll still be people here for it, just to see how the team played, just to see what numbers they put out, just to see how well it was, or how well it does, shall I say. And also there's that extra bit that I said, which is people are clicking in for you, which is a reason why they subscribe, because they enjoy you, they enjoy your content, they're here to watch because of you, which is one of the main things. Which sometimes as well, that's another thing I found while doing videos, is kind of difficult to get yourself across in some videos, in certain videos, or in general. Because like with FIFA videos, where a lot of the time you're post comment and talking about what you've done on the account, what you've been grinding, what's been happening in the gameplay, and kind of commentating, kind of, there's not much room for you to kind of be funny or get your personality across, which I find incredibly frustrating to like sometimes. Whereas, I mean, even in Dokkan videos or even My Hero videos, at some points you probably could, because a lot of the times you don't have that factor of, I don't enjoy playing the game. Like, I enjoy Dokkan, I enjoy the My Hero Strongest Hero game. You can kind of just be you, chill, and just play. Like, there are obviously the parts in Dokkan videos where you're like, hey, this unit does, like, you might be doing a showcase, and you're like, so there's this unit, here's his passive and that, oh, here's his damage. But there's a lot of pockets of space, really, in a video, if that makes sense, for you to kind of get yourself across, your personality across, get you across, more moments for you to be kind of funny, and, you know, just mainly just as I said, get you across in a video, if that makes sense. And just in general, there's more freedom for content. Even though I don't want to spam content, I could probably do about 5 videos in a day, and you know, you won't be called out for it. Or, you know, in general, I don't like to overdo it with the videos anyway, unless there's like news on something. Like, for example, if you've watched some of the My Hero content with the whole Endeavor event shambles, like, there's a lot of news videos to do, so yeah, that's kind of acceptable. But you know, you can kind of probably do 5 videos in a day based on a lot of stuff that's going on in the game, and you know, that'll be fine. But I kind of don't like uploading loads and loads and loads of videos in one day anyway. That's just me. I don't like overdo it. But yeah, there's more freedom in terms of the content you can make. There's even more freedom in terms of the thumbnails that you can do, in all honesty, that I've noticed. You know, like, as long as it's related to the game you're playing, like the anime game that you're playing, you know, you could still make something that works and that bangs. And it does work in terms of people clicking on the video. That makes sense as well. Because, like, I don't know. FIFA content seems incredibly, what's the word? Maybe like contained. Like, you kind of have to follow a set of rules, or not rules, but like a set path to do things. Whereas I just found, even in the 2 weeks, which isn't very long, of doing this channel just solely on Dokkan and the strongest hero game, it's been, as I said, I've had a lot of freedom in terms of what I do, in terms of content. It even comes down to the thumbnails, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of refreshing because I started doing YouTube videos a few years ago. Not only because one of my mates, which is the same mates who suggests me animes, was like, "No, definitely try it. You should do it. You're good at FIFA. Da da da. You know, you're funny and da da da." Which, obviously, that's entirely other people's interpretation. If I am and entertaining, yeah, it's just it's one of those where it's like, I also enjoyed doing it because it was something I made. I could sit there, like, I find incredible amounts of, I guess, pride and joy, if you will, being like, at the end of this is going to be a video, of course, and I can sit there and go, I did that, I made that. Then you slap a thumbnail on it that, in your opinion, you know, it bangs, and you're like, yeah, I made that, I did that, this whole thing, I made that, I did that. And if the video bangs and does well as well, you sit there and go, not only did I make that, not only did I do that, but then also you're like, oh, people really enjoyed it as well. And it makes it that, you know, that it just makes it more, I guess fulfilling is the word I'm going for now. There's that extra bit of fulfillment, and there's also a part of you that's like, I don't know, you just feel a great deal of satisfaction of going like, I made this video, I made the thumbnail, this, that, and the other, and then the video banged. You're like, yeah. And yeah, it just gives you a sense of fulfillment and, I guess, pride and also enjoyment as well. And as I said, coupled with that, like, I like having that feeling of like, I made this myself, this is my own, I did that, which obviously you get with doing your own videos. And then being able to have that freedom in terms of content and making, like, even just down to the thumbnails, I can then be like, yeah, and it will still do kind of well, especially for the stage the channel's in. Like, it's incredibly premature. Like, I've literally had the channel for 2 weeks. Could it have blown up in 2 weeks? Yeah, 100%. Did I expect it to? Definitely not. Like, I don't have any expectations for this channel whatsoever. As I said, it's just a passion project. I'm gonna pop a wheeze just to be safe because we're near the end. But yeah, this channel is a passion project. It's something for me to have fun on, like, just to do whatever I want and have fun playing Dokkan, which I've played for about 5 years, and the new My Hero game, which I play a lot because I really enjoy it. And another one of the things that I have a big interest in, I can make videos on, which is cool. I guess it's nice, and especially with, as I said, FIFA being in a situation where the gameplay isn't great, I'm not enjoying it a whole lot, but I do like football. And unfortunately, FIFA is one of the only FIFA football games I can play, which kind of puts you in a position of, you either play FIFA or you don't kind of play at all, which is kind of frustrating, I guess, especially when you're trying to make content on it as well. But yeah, this is why this channel's like a passion project. I mean, I said why I have more freedom, because I can make whatever videos as long as it's related to the game. And yes, it may not do as well as other videos, as I said, but there will still be some form of engagement. You know, as I said, it might not bang as much, it might not do as well, but there will still be that level of engagement where you're like, okay, this didn't flop, or this done somewhat alright for what I expected. And as I said, I enjoy having that freedom, and it's just fun, and it's so fun to the point where I want to do so many videos. I just don't want to spam you guys with loads. And I don't know, that's just a me thing. I don't know why, there's no reason. I don't want to spam loads of videos and make videos for the sake of it, just to have a video out. It's literally just because I want to make so many videos on the channel because I'm enjoying it so much. And even down to making the thumbnails, which sometimes can be a hassle, especially when, you know, you're not, you know, completely tuned in to the arts of Photoshop and editing and stuff. You know, I try my best. But that's another thing, even freedom down to the thumbnails. As long as it's related to the game I'm playing, like as long as I'm using images obviously from Dragon Ball Z or My Hero Academia, you know, the thumbnail can still bang and people still click on the video. Like, it's as simple as that. People will still click on the video and it would still work. And it's nice to be able to have that freedom to make whatever I want and it still do well, not completely flop. So yeah, I mean, I just, yeah, and it just makes me want to upload even more videos. But yeah, as I said, it's just a me thing. I don't want to completely spam you guys with loads and loads of videos. And it's just a me thing. I just don't want to spam it. But yeah, it's as simple as that. And I just realised we're near the end of this. I've been recording for about 26 minutes in total. And I've literally made a whole tangent about talking about why I completely enjoy uploading on this channel, and the situation with FIFA on my main channel. I mean, I didn't mean to do that. I was meant to talk about potentially a variety of things, but here we are. Here we are. But yeah, we're almost, I think this is the last part, if I'm being completely honest. If this is Android 13, I'm pretty sure he won't have another stage after this because he's already transformed. So yeah. And I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, that's it. that's pretty much it. Yeah, and we're done here. We should be done here, right? Yeah, we're done. That's a bonus 30 stones into the bank for tomorrow. Summoning on UI Goku or Vegeta. I haven't decided who I'm summoning first yet. Summoning for first yet. I might summon on Goku first. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll decide on like tomorrow. But yeah. There we go. There's the new Dokkan Rush, or the Dokkan Boss Rush done. There's a bonus 30 stones for us, which I think I should be able to, 35 stones, should I say. So I think I should be able to get an extra 10 stones for tomorrow. So we should have an extra multi. So that means we should be going in tomorrow with 31 multis. And I hope we don't end up pulling none. That would actually hurt my soul. But yeah, I guess apologies for the tangent, but if you did enjoy it, then consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. That would be very much appreciated. And yeah, summoning videos starting from tomorrow, man. Hopefully our luck is in. Hopefully you have all the luck you want to pull either the Goku or the Vegeta. As I said earlier in the video, do let me know down in the comments which one you want more and who you'll be summoning for. And hopefully RNG is on your side. But yeah, there's Boss Rush completed. And yeah, I guess apologies for the tangent, and hopefully you did enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next video tomorrow for our first set of summons. Peace!